everyone and welcome. It's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the War my First Nations people. An absolute pleasure to have you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies with us today. And boy, are they with us. Okay, what I'm going to have a look in this particular reading is I'm going to have a look at Twitter. Well, Elon Musk, Twitter, see how it goes. News article came out this morning that he sacked half the workforce, and now he's kindly asking them, some of them, to come back because he sacked people he didn't mean to. Oh, please. The Twitter employees have got a court case that they've lodged against him for the method of the sacking. There's over 1 million people plus that have already left Twitter, gone to other websites. The other websites I have heard about, I'm not on either of them, not recommending either of them. I am on Twitter under a different moniker purely to follow Beau of the Fifth Column. He's the only person I follow, and if he leaves, I'll leave as well. But what's happened is that he sacked half the workforce, saying that they were surplus to requirement. He's asked some of them to come back, but he's also demanded that the half of the workforce that are left work 84 hours a week or something. So the standard working week is 42 hours. So he's basically said, we don't need all those ones, but you now have to do 2 jobs, and no, you're not getting paid anymore. So he's not. Now, I have read on Twitter, I have read on Elon in the past. Feel free to go back and have a look, scroll through and have a look. He did not actually want to buy Twitter. It was purely a publicity stunt for him. He did not actually want it. And he did everything he could to get out, but it was really much a tough bickies, made your bed and lie in it type scenario. So, a lot of this is my opinion only, I do apologise. So the sites Mastodon and Tribal, Tribel, is what a lot of people have migrated towards. As to what those websites will turn out to be like, I don't know. Feel free to comment if you've had experience with those or recommend others if you're finding an experience elsewhere to be good. A lot of anxiety about this, a lot of anxiety. He's brought out this blue tick of authenticity type situation, but basically what it is pay your money to a mega billionaire and he'll give you a tick. There's no authenticity or checking or regulation as to any of these people with the blue tick at all. So this blue tick is completely meaningless. All it means is that someone was prepared to pay for it. That's all it means. Pay good money to get a blue tick. Here, look, I can give you a blue tick on a piece of paper. Okay, sorry, that was my sarcasm coming out. I was trying to... It wasn't particularly good because I was kind of trying to keep away of it. Okay, now, off my soapbox, away from my quokka moment, let's have a look at... I'm going to have a look at Twitter first. How's Twitter going to go? How's Twitter going to go going into the future? I'll try and run through. I'll have a look at Twitter first, then I'll have a look at Musk, and then I will have a look at this court case that the employees are bringing against Musk personally. Did I have something flip over? No. Okay. Tell me about the future of Twitter. Tell me about the future of Twitter. Tell me about the future of Twitter. What are these cards doing? The one that really flipped out to me is this card. So not only we have anxiety, there's going to be some sort of truth control put up around Twitter. I'll go with all these cards that flew out because they are quite interesting. There's going to be some sort of restriction put around Twitter, whether this is by the lawmakers, because now Musk is the biggest shareholder, Saudi Arabia are the second biggest or something, which brings in a lot of questions about, in the US, about information that's going to be on there and how it's going to be disseminated. So this is restriction. It was always So there is, okay, thank you. I am getting what they dumped on me. They said poverty of money. So this was not a good decision. It's only a page bringing forward the message of money, offer being made, offer being brought forward, also the false knight bringing forward an offer. Neither are looking in the direction that they are going. And there's a lot of emotion with the water going on around this. So there is a lot of emotion coming forward in regards to this. We have this toxic, addictive energy. Oh my goodness, I'll just bring you up because... Oh, and then it stopped. I just glanced around and my little cat ball was going absolutely ballistic when I mentioned the toxic, addictive energy. So, okay, thank you. Thank you. Now that the ball stopped, they're dumping on me. What they're telling me is that people are finding themselves chained to the addictiveness of social media. And those that are in this position, that they find that they are chained to the toxicity of social media. Because social media is not bad, as long as you can self-regulate yourself and not go down these rabbit holes. But it's those that have not been able to break away that are going to find themselves in this nefarious situation. It is happening on the world stage, but it's also an ending of the strength. So let's see what else is coming forward in regards to this. It's an ending of the strength of Twitter. It's an ending of the dominance of Twitter. We have the sword of truth coming forward, whistleblowers coming forward. There is this financial insecurity happening, and we have the complete and utter downfall. Excuse me. The complete and utter downfall. But also the fact that it's a money sink, basically, which will lead to its downfall. Have a court case here. A lot of planning going into it. This is the Emperor, my way or the highway. I'll call this my Elon Musk card for these readings. So this is about the court case that the workers are bringing forward in regards to Elon, where some bombshell is going to be revealed that is going to, have a look at the figure at the bottom there. It's going to be very destructive, absolutely anguish for these swords of truth coming forward. Things are going to be viewed from a different point of view. As you reap, it was what is sowed is reaped, and then we have this judgment and inevitability. So that is the story of Twitter, where it's going itself. This is an ending. This is an ending. It's an ending of the strength. And what I find really interesting is that sitting over this element of sitting under this element of toxicity is this something completely unexpected being exposed. Okay. So it's not looking good for Twitter itself as it gets caught up, and you only have to look at the other supposedly unregulated sites, although if you disagreed with the status quo on those unregulated sites, you very quickly got regulated. And I'm talking about Truth Social and Parler. Both of those are in very steep decline as they just become vacuums of hatred and spewing forth of vitriol that no one really wants to be in. So I'm just getting, I'll ask Pendulum just very quickly. Very quickly. Can I just ask, please? Ask a question, please. Is Twitter going to go the same way as Truth Social and Parler as it's unregulated? Yes. Can I ask a question, please? Are people leaving because they don't want the hatred and the racism and the bigotry? Entertainment only? Yes, but that's why people are leaving. Wants me to ask another question. I have to think of another question to ask. What's the other question? Is Twitter going to be investigated and restricted by lawmakers? No. No, it's not. So can I ask, please? Can I ask, is it not going to be restricted because it's going to demise by its own hand? Is it before it gets to that stage it's going to demise by its own hand? Okay. So for those that are new, I'll just show you. This is, can I ask a question, please? Can I ask a question? We'll go in circles, saying that it's ready for the question. Can you show me a yes, please? Show me a yes, please. Takes a while to change direction because it's only a thin chain and it's a heavy stone. Can you show me a yes, please? Which is back and forth. It's only small because it's going like, really, do we have to do this again? Can you show me a no, please? And you'll see it's changing direction and going side to side. Okay. We shall watch that with interest. So, next question I want to ask is, how's it going to go for Elon Musk? Because Tesla no longer has the monopoly in the electric car industry. Yes, it created a lot of the technology that will subsequently be used, but no, it no longer has the monopoly. How are things going to go for Elon Musk? Let's have a look. Show me the future for Elon Musk. Well, this is him at the moment. He's living in this gilded cage of luxury. Financially, he's got no issues at the moment, but he's listening to the bird. He's listening only to what the bird is telling him. However, he's going to find that he's in a big stick moment that is going to, not death, but this is downfall, very significant endings, also authentic reformment at the base. Oh God. Got the tower moment as people move on towards a new truth. Okay, but let's have a bit of a deeper look in that. Let's have a look at Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Yeah, I'll keep shuffling. It came out with the Eight of Swords again and the Strength, so he's going to find his strength is restricted. Okay, tell me about what's happening with entertainment only. These are only tarot cards. I am merely the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Tell me about. Okay. Right, cards getting stuck, which means they're ready to read, but there are quite a few cards here. Right. The Strength card. Sorry, I should read from the top of them. So the Strength card. This is about, it is about strength. It's about inner strength, compassionate strength, but it's also about inner consciousness becoming aware of inner consciousness. But it's also about the strength. Then we had in the past. The strength is in, his strength is in the past. We have at the base prosecution. Interesting. So this is very possibly the court case. So have a look at that in a minute. So he's going to find himself facing prosecution, and in the past we have actions and consequences, which sits perfectly with what else is here. actions and consequences, unhappy with the result of where the money has been invested. Crowning. Okay, didn't expect that one. This is my money laundering dark money card. A dark money cloud. Okay, but this is about, you've got these two rich, wealthy dudes here paying for the work to be done, but it's down in the crypt, paid with darkened coins. Okay, immediate future. A new emotional beginning for Elon. Emotional overwhelming. That's interesting because I don't know that he has any emotions. But he is going to find something about this is going to be emotionally overwhelming for him externally. Oh man, these are not good cards for Elon himself. There is things that have been buried that are going to be brought to the surface and exposed. This is seedy underbelly. This is things that have been hidden being brought out into the light. Internally, he's going to find all the messaging a real burden, a real struggle, as he's trying to make his way across to the protection of his castle. Hasn't got a very good hold on these messages. He does not have control over the messaging. Thank you. Hopes and fears. Things are going to get paused. He's going to have to take a backward step. Now this can be the victory card. This is in the outcome. Can be victory. But what more than victory, this is the card about being need to be seen. So he's going to keep bringing these messages out that he's struggling to control because he likes the sound of his own voice, but he needs to be, that's like a lot of narcissists and egotistics and entertainment only, being in the spotlight is the most important thing that can happen to them. And it's a bit like Trump. You know, if everybody ignored Trump and didn't put him on the television, didn't put him on, just completely ignored him, he would not be able to cope. And Elon's very much the same. He needs to have, and that's why he's injects himself into Ukraine, into China, with the Taiwan. He injects himself into all these different areas that he has no knowledge or ability in. It's all about a need to be seen. However, he is going to be disappointed with what's coming forward for him, which is going to be advantageous for the people. And he's going to find himself out in the cold and in conflict. And financially juggling, okay? And financially juggling. On the base we have an inevitability, an inevitable ending. The Star of Hope, respite and restoration. All the best, okay, inevitability about all the best that is of the United States in regards to the giving and receiving of money is going to come under the eye of the lawmaker, and it will be a crossroads moment for, okay. I just was told the word capitalism. It's going to be a crossroads moment for capitalism. Okay. The future of Elon Musk is going to be a real crossroads moment in regards to obscene capitalism, excessive capitalism. And when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about the fact that someone who's making billions of dollars a year can pay their workers minimum wage and think that it's okay. Okay, just want to have a look at I'm going to use different cards for that. The court case, so that was my Golden Universal Tarot. Going on a little bit here, but we'll very quickly whip through. Thank you, those cards. Telling me this is my Mystical Manga cards. Telling me to use these ones in regards to the court case for the Twitter employees. From the Twitter employees' point of view, any questions, please put them in the box below. And I'll read on them later in this week. Just giving a heads up, next week I'm actually heading overseas to finally, for the first time in 3.5 years, visit my family. Haven't seen them in 3.5 years. Normally we would go yearly, or I would go yearly. Some of my husband will be staying home with the animals, keep holding down the fort. So I may or may not be on next week. Taking the tablet with me, so if I want to record that I can. But it might be a take a breath week next week. Okay, tell me about the Twitter employees and the court case against Elon from the view of the ex-employees. The ex-employees suing Elon Musk. Tell me about how that court case is going to go. It's going to be long, dragged out affair. Okay, thank you. Tell me how the court case is going to go. It's not going to be resolved quickly. Tell me how that court case is going to go. The ex-employees against Elon Musk. Ex-employees, thank you. Right, let's have a look. Oh boy. This is from the employees' point of view. I don't know that it's going to go well for them. However, this is the card of authentic reform, endings and beginnings. So we'll see where the rest of this reading takes us, as to whether this is projective of the employees or projective of Musk himself, or Tesla, or whomever is behind. But it is coming with the scythe, coming forward with the scythe. Not sure who's wielding it yet. Okay, the other investigation, shining the light into the darkness, into the swamp. Okay, thank you. So this case, this 2 major arcana straight up, it's a really significant case, and it is going to cut through a lot of what has gone on before. Okay, thank you. It's showing me the image of the traditional Rider-Waite death card, where the king is being trampled underfoot and the presentation is being made to the children and the sun is rising. So this is really about cutting through and getting to the heart and authentic reform, as the swamp of what goes on is brought into the spotlight. Okay, see where it goes. Page of Cups. Something really unexpected is going to be exposed in regards to this. This is interesting. Something, a bombshell, literally. Something that we, even those of us that are old and cynical, are not going to expect is going to be surprised. In the past we have the mercenary. Can also be a slow, steady, diligent, hard-working, loyal, blah, 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 but it's also my mercenary card. So this is the action that was taken of basically one day they had a job, literally 24 hours later they couldn't log into their computers, there was no warning, it's like tough bickies, off you go. This mercenary action is what is being investigated. There's a lot of work going on behind the scenes in regards to this, dotting the I's and crossing the T's, but it's also about the bookkeeping. Thank you. Something to do with the bookkeeping of the financing of it. Okay. This is setting up of boundaries, setting up of new boundaries. New laws coming forward that will be setting up boundaries in regards to this, but this is also a fiery, passionate case because I'm looking at it from the view of the employees. Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you. They're just trying to explain to me how to explain this card, and I don't know that it's made it any easier. These are the employees on their messages, standing on their messages as a united front. Thank you. Bringing forward this passion to do what is right. Externally, they have all the tools in their toolbox. They're going to manifest possibilities. They are going to create something amazing. Okay, this is all part of this era of change that we're going through. Change in democracy, change in how religion is viewed, this move from evangelical church based, you can only go through me, the pastor or whatever, religion, to spiritually within. This is about democracy actually being about what is good for the people. This is about women's rights in places like Iran. This is about defending sovereignty in Ukraine. This is about manifesting amazing possibilities going forward, creating something huge and new. And it also comes back to this obscene capitalism. It's also about moving from corporation-controlled fossils to self-controlled renewables. It's all about this energy. Anyhow, that's externally. Get off my soapbox, quack a moment. Internally, we have okay. This is my card for the lawmakers, but what it is this particular queen, she is confident in her own skin, she is inspirational, she is bringing forward a message of compassion and hope and strength, and she has a plan, okay? So that's internally. This is the people, this is the workers. Hopes and fears, sword of truth, new beginning. Needs no explanation. The outcome. Right, there's a couple of meanings behind this card. Can mean walking away from what is no longer serving you, or choosing emotionally to take a different path and walk towards a better future. Okay, thank you. And that's what they're telling me. This is about emotionally letting go and walking towards something better that serves them better. There will be a payout. Complete and utter downfall. There will be a payout. It will be an ending. I'm going to have to ask on that who it's the ending for. I think what it is, there's going to be so many truths come out during these court cases. I don't know why I said these court cases. That's what sprung into mind. Because there's going to be more than one. There's going to be so many truths come out. It's going to be an ending. And we have this Ace of Wands, a new beginning in regards to fire. We've got air energy here, which is social media, fire energy here. So a new truth to social media and a new passion planning going forward, and it will happen very quickly as we have this Wheel of Fortune, and on the base we have the birth of something new, independence, Star of Hope. So I actually think, just like I read with Lindsay earlier today, that his court case is bigger than we actually give credit for, more important in what's happening in the world at the moment. I'm getting that this Twitter case, this Twitter employee case against Musk, is actually bigger than what we are giving it credit for, and it's going to be more important in reshaping the world going forward. Watch this space with interest. It's going to be an interesting, well, I was going to say 6 months, but I'm being told a couple of years. It's going to happen quickly in regards of legal systems, but it's not going to happen quickly, if that makes sense. Okay, on this day, please Draw on your energies, draw a deep breath, be calm, be centered, be the tolerant, wise mentor that others can look to for a place of peace in this chaos. Just look after yourselves, take care. How you voted or how you want others to vote is nobody's interest but your own. So please don't get into any contentious discussions unless you feel like you are in a very safe space. So look after yourselves. Love to you all. Take care. And sending enormous amounts of blue energy to the US. This is a tipping moment. I feel this is a tipping moment, and I think it's going to be okay. But we may not find the results out till mid-December, once everything has washed through the system. So look after yourselves, take care, and love to you all. Bye-bye.